Sisi tumepata certificate rahisi.
We take these services closer to people. They get some of these documents earlier.
These are people who are of the nomadic life. They keep on moving from one place to another.
Huduma mashinani is a game changer.
Ningependa serikali waendelee na huduma mashinani.
Before Huduma Center, customers were waiting for a duplicate card for 3 months all over.
Mambo imekuwa mepesi.
We have ensured that the 52 Huduma centers are interconnected.
Going forward, we are going to see more and more people going that way.
Huduma Kenya is a familiar brand among Kenyans. From the capital city to the grassroots, its impact continues to be felt.
Nilikuwa nakuja kutafuta birth certificate ya watoto na pia na mambo na HIF. Sasa shote nimehudumiwa na nimepata.
Nilikuja ku replace ID na ili take less than 5 minutes kupata hiyo waiting card. 10 days nilikuwa na ID yangu.
The program is a Government of Kenya initiative whose aim is to turn around public service delivery by providing efficient and accessible government services at the convenience of citizens through various integrated service delivery platforms.
Ukiwa na swali lolote kwa ulipigia simu Huduma Kenya na uwe na mchana mwema.
The Ministry of Public Service and Gender is implementing the program through the Huduma Kenya Secretariat.
Before Huduma Kenya, accessing government services, you would see a lot of queues. Some offices are far from one another, and Kenyans had to spend a lot of money, mostly from rural, to come to city centers or to come to Nairobi. So part of the objective of Huduma Kenya was then came in as one of the flagship for the Vision 2030 in the short-term, medium-term plan of 2013 to 2017. And the core objective of Uduma is to transform public service delivery and ensure that public services are accessible to the citizens of Kenya.
The reason the government started the Huduma program was in adherence to the constitutional provisions that every citizen has a right to receive services in a manner that is convenient, accessible, and without discrimination to any citizen. If you look at previously the way we were giving services, we could have said it was discriminatory because people who are far off from headquarters of the then provincial administrations of government offices, people who do not have access to information found it very difficult to get services.
Huduma Kenya program has grown over the years. It has 52 centers across the country. Each county has one, except Nairobi, which has 5, and Kajiado 2.
Most of the services are sought by more people in Nairobi than in rural Kenya. Kajiado is the expansiveness of just that county and the difficulties people were having reaching the headquarters of the county to receive the service.
The program is a one-stop shop for the highly sorted government services.
The most common ones are the application for new IDs, application for replacement of IDs, applications for birth certificates. We have the driving license. We have the certificate of good conduct. Mostly these are the ones that drive the businesses that the citizens do for job applications or starting up their businesses, companies and so on.
Huduma Center at GPO in Nairobi was the first one to be launched, and this was in November 2013.
On a typical day, we serve between 2,000 and 3,000 clients in the current COVID situation. Before that, we used to serve up to upwards of 5,000 people. We have about 23 different ministries, departments, agencies, and also the county government. But in terms of services, we have a service menu of almost 100 services, so that the various departments have an array of services they offer.
Nimefurahia sana mambo za Uduma because mambo yao ni haraka haraka. Si kama pale zamani huwa tulikuwa tunateseka, tunapanga laini, foleni mahali, kila mahali, lakini sasa mambo imekuwa mepesi.
When you're locating somewhere in the city, it's too hard for you to locate a certain office here, another one here, NHIF. So when they are all at the same roof, can relocate this place and do all the services under the same roof, and even inquire about the other services.
The latest channel of service delivery to be launched is known as Huduma Mashinani. Huduma Mashinani are Swahili words which mean service at the grassroots. This channel, which is also known as Mobile Huduma Service, is aimed at reaching remote areas of the country to serve people who cannot easily reach the main Huduma centers.
Mainly, we do this in partnership with local leaders and GAO officers. GAOs are the national government administrative officers. These are from all the way from the headman, the sub-chief, the chief, going on to the DCs and the county commissioners.
Each Huduma center has a program for providing the outreach services once a month in each sub-county.
This county is so big. It has a lot of sub-counties. People are so dispersely populated. If someone has to travel from Bute to Wajir, Bute is the other corner, is the northern part of the county. You know, someone has to travel over 6 hours, you know, on a rough road. So when you take services closer to him, now that person has saved a lot.
In terms of time, really we have saved because we are at our own area. We are not traveling. We are not meeting other expenses.
Shukran, sisi tumepata certificate rais.
These are people who are of the nomadic life. They keep on moving from one place to another. They don't get access to towns or health centers or even our main office. And so as a result of that now, there are challenges. How to reach out to the people who are out there in the countryside or in the reserves. It's not an easy task.
Yule ambaye anataka kuchukua kitambulisho tunafanya thorough screen. Hatuwezi peana ovyo ovyo. Yule ambaye kuna kamati ambao wanahusika, chief akiwa huko na wazee wakiwa pamoja, hatuwezi kubali mtu ambaye sio mwenyeji apewe kitambulisho.
Tunashukuru serikali yetu kwa ajili ya kuleta hii mambo yote under one roof.
Uduma Mashinani is a game changer in terms of service delivery in Kenya. And we thank this government for ensuring that everybody is able to access services like anybody else who is in Nairobi, who is in town. They feel that the government is taking care of them.
Other services provided by the Huduma Kenya program include Kenya Revenue Authority services, National Social Security Fund services, registration of self-help groups and community-based organizations, electricity services, voter registration, application for access to government procurement opportunities certificate, and basic health services.
We have other additional services in the counties where we have our Uduma centers, where we have partnered with the county governments, where the citizens can come in and apply for various permits or pay their rates through Huduma Center. Recently, we have entered into a partnership with the National Cancer Institute to be able to raise the level of awareness of cancer. And our staff have all been trained on the cancer awareness. I'm sure that Kenyans are not aware that you can visit Uduma Center to go and check about your health status. You can check your blood pressure. You can check your BMI, and that can help you, and the nurse can be able to guide you where you can go to thereafter.
We serve people from all over, from areas like Kikuyu, Limuru, Kawagwale, and even Langata, Gong. There are other people who come from Isili, especially when Huduma centers in town are congested, when they are full of people.
And in response to the evolving citizen needs and the new normal brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic, Huduma Kenya has made system improvements that will enhance how citizens access public services. One of these innovations is the Service by Appointment platform, which began rolling out in August 2020. This is a service scheduling solution that allocates citizens a specific time to visit a center.
If you go to GPO, like right now, you will rarely see any crowds because now Kenyans come at their convenience and they are served. The waiting time is between 10 and 20 minutes and you're out of Huduma Center to go on with your normal business.
The service by appointment was initially implemented as a pilot in 6 Huduma centers, namely GPO, City Square, Makadara, Isli, Kibra, and Thika.
The idea is to roll out in all Huduma centers across the country.
The other innovation is document tracking, a solution that allows citizens to follow up on the status of their documents online without the need to physically visit a center.
Technology has really made things easier for us. We have put some of these applications and tools on your people's mobiles that you can be able to access us through your mobile phone and access the services that are being offered at Uduma Kenya.
The document tracking system has assisted in clearing the backlog for documents, especially birth certificates and national identity cards.
And as part of the offering is that we have ensured that the 52 Uduma centers are interconnected by network. They are networked together. And then the agencies that are offering services are also interconnected into the Uduma centers to ensure that services are offered to the citizens. We also have come up with the Huduma Contact Center, which has been quite fundamental in reaching out the Kenyans. As you are aware, about 85% of Kenyans now, I think, have mobile phones, those who are over 18 years old. And so through this contact center, Kenyans are able to reach the government from where they are. They can make inquiries, they can call to be assisted on the services.
Huduma Kenya has maintained high customer service standards, thus becoming a household name in the country.
We have also successfully trained over 3,000 staff on the customer service standards because Huduma Kenya has come up with a globally recognized standard in customer service delivery. And we are also partnering with the Kenya School of Government and will be able to give other agencies and other organizations training in these standards and even certifications so that we have a common platform in which Kenyans can have the same experience in regard to service delivery.
Another notable impact of the Huduma Kenya program is that it has contributed to ease of doing business in the country. The program was listed in the World Bank Group's Doing Business in Kenya 2016 report as one of the measures that had contributed to the growth of business in Kenya. Huduma Kenya also boasts of emerging tops in 11 awards related to excellence in service delivery, among them the 2015 United Nations Awards Public Service category. Data management is key to the success of such one-stop shop services, and smart cities take cognizance of this. In Kenya, Konza Technopolis, which is set to become Kenya's first smart city, is expected to set standards in the management of data that is crucial for service delivery.
Most of the government institutions have really been churning out a lot of data, and issues about security of data, issues about where to store data, and issues about accessibility of data has always been a challenge. The Huduma centers, again, will be a very, very good client for the Konza data center. Like they always say in normal language, that redundancy is bad, but as in technology we say redundancy is good. That you need to have as many opportunities as possible of whereby you are storing the same data. There will be redundant or duplicate data of the same data at Konza for purposes of security and for purposes of continuity.
According to Huduma Kenya Secretariat, the government envisions a future where citizens will access government services anywhere, anytime, through digitization and automation of government services. This will be implemented through what is known as Huduma Popote strategy.
We serve, on average, about 50,000 Kenyans every day through the Uduma centers. And last financial year, 2019-2020, 9 million Kenyans have accessed and received services through Huduma.
And I think Kenyans are happy with the Uduma. It has become the face of government. It has become the go-to place for Kenyans when they want to interact with their government.